UFC Fight Night, Dern versus Jan, underdog of the card. Now, this is not an underdog I just think is going to win. We're looking at who, out of every underdog on this card, has the best value. We're also going to look at mid-tier underdogs that have value, but I'm not 100% sold that they're going to go out there and win their fight. So we're going to look at valuable underdogs and my number one most valuable underdog of this card, Tabitha Jessica Penne. I'm going to say it right now. No, no, and no. Jessica Penne will not be our underdog of the card. Fairly confident on Tabitha. She is in a lot of my parlays, so no, Jessica will not be the underdog of the card. Alexei Oleinik, he's close. He does have a good chance of winning, but there's no way I'm getting a 40-year-old as my underdog of the card, so nope, we're not going to say Alexei Oleinik. Felipe Lins, not good enough odds, plus 130, plus 140. Not good enough for me. Jesse Ronson, that is going to be a mid-tier underdog of the card because that does have some solid value for Jesse Ronson right there, but he's not good enough to be my underdog of the card. Another mid-tier is going to be Chelsea Chandler at even money plus 100 as another mid-tier underdog of the card. Brendan Allen is definitely going to be one of our top underdogs of the card, either number one or number two right there. I actually think he is going to beat Krzysztof Jotko by a close decision. Guido Ganetti, another mid-tier underdog of the card. Vyacheslav, no, his wrestling looks so bad in his last fight with, Mark Diakiese. Don Shyness, no. Trevin Jones, no, he does not let his hands go. John Castaneda, I'm feeling really good about John Castaneda. Francisco Trinaldo and Yan Xiaonan are all mid-tier underdogs of the card. So, out of our mid-tier underdogs of the card, we got Yan Xiaonan in the main event on her money line of plus 190. There is a lot of value on Yan Xiaonan on the money line right there. So she is definitely going to be, sorry, my throat is hurting right now. Definitely is going to be an underdog of the card for UFC Fight Night, Dern versus Yan. Francisco Trinaldo also is going to be a mid-tier underdog of the card. Guido Ganetti, mid-tier underdog of the card. Brendan Allen, mid-tier. Chelsea Chandler, mid-tier. And Jesse Ronson, mid-tier. Now, out of all of those mid-tier underdogs, I'm still trying to recover from that cough a little while ago, but out of all of those 5 or 6 mid-tier underdogs of the card, I think every one of the guys and girls I just mentioned has value when you are betting on the underdog money line. But out of every single one of those people that I just mentioned as mid-tier underdogs, it comes down to Brendan Allen as well as Yan Xiaonan. I think Yan Xiaonan and Brendan Allen are very, very high on the list because Yan Xiaonan is so far superior than Mackenzie Dern when it comes to the striking. But Mackenzie, it only takes one moment and she can get the fight down and submit Yan Xiaonan. So it's very tough. It's between Yan Xiaonan and Brendan Allen. Number 3 probably going to be Francisco Trinaldo for the best underdogs for this UFC Fight Night. But my official underdog of the card for UFC Fight Night, Dern versus Yan, is going to be Brendan Allen. I'm going to go Brendan Allen as my underdog of the card. He is younger. He's going on a good win streak, only losing to Chris Curtis, who has very good power in his hands. He's got better wrestling and better submission skills than Krzysztof Jotko, the better kicker than Krzysztof Jotko. The height and reach is going to be pretty even, and I think Brendan keeps the boxing fairly even throughout this fight. Lands a little bit more volume than Krzysztof Jotko using his kicks, and wins that fight. So Brendan Allen as my underdog of the card for UFC Fight Night, Dern versus Yan. Number 2 as my number 2 most valuable underdog, gonna be Yan Xiaonan. Number 3 is gonna be Francisco Figueredo, and then we're gonna have to go probably Guido Ganetti after that, then Chelsea Chandler, and then Jesse Ronson as underdogs of the card. But what do you think about Brendan Allen? Maybe you guys have Yan Xiaonan. Maybe you have Francisco Trinaldo. Those are my top 3 underdogs of the card, but narrowed it down to one, and that one is Brendan Allen as my UFC Fight Night Dern versus Yan, underdog of the card. Thank you guys for watching. Put your thoughts down below, and we'll see you in the next one. Let's go.